President, Vice President Training Podcast. Topics: leading a club, including SWAT and chairing a committee. Managing a team and delegation, including conflict resolution between exec and general members. In the wise words of Uncle Ben from Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. As presidents, vice presidents, and leaders of your club, you hold the great power and responsibility that comes with leadership. ARC at UNSW is here to help you lead as well. Becoming an effective leader takes years of experience, so don't panic if you run into stumbling blocks. Chalk it up to building that experience. But where should you begin? Before you set goals and priorities, a good place to start is with a SWOT, S-W-O-T, an analysis of your club, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. First, analyze your club's strengths and weaknesses. These are typically internal to your club and its members. Once you've made your list, it's time to think externally. What opportunities does your club have for growth, fundraising, events, membership, and anything else? On the other hand, what threats or obstacles might your club face in the coming year? Be sure to talk to your members and get their insight. With this information, you can more easily set SMART goals, assign roles, and delegate responsibilities. Which brings me to my next point. Part of leading a team is knowing how to delegate well. Delegation is not about pawning off the work that you don't want to do. It's about maximizing your club's potential. Through delegation, you can increase the volume of work your club can do, reduce the time pressures on you as an individual, and develop the skills of your club's executives and members. Before you delegate, ask yourself, 1. Does anyone else have the skills or expertise to complete this task? 2. Would it provide an opportunity for growth for someone else? And 3. Is there sufficient time for someone else to complete this task effectively? If the answer to these 3 questions is yes, then you should consider delegating the task or responsibility. But remember, it's unwise to delegate tasks that necessitate critical outcomes or are central to your club's long-term strategy. Those should receive your full attention. Along with delegation, good leaders know how to manage conflict. Big or small, conflict will come up, so be ready for it. Remember that conflict can be productive and does not have to result in winners and losers. First, ensure everyone remains calm and gets a chance to speak without being critical. Then, encourage people to genuinely consider the other point of view. And equally as important, provide validation for the other's point of view. Finally, work together to come up with a solution to the conflict which satisfies all involved. In many cases, there may be a win-win solution to the conflict. But if that isn't possible, both parties should be prepared to compromise. Another responsibility of the president and vice president is chairing committees. As the chair, it is your job to facilitate the discussion. That means you have to work hard to demonstrate neutrality. Be careful not to steer the discussion or show favoritism. Instead, use your authority to keep everyone on topic, which should remain productive and respectful. You can help set the tone of your meeting before it even begins, by collecting members' agenda items and sending out the full agenda along with any necessary readings a week prior to your meeting. The general order of proceedings are: 1. Call to order. 2. Apologies. 3. Reports from committee. 4. Unfinished business. 5. New business. 6. Business without notice. 7. Adjournment. And with that, this podcast training session is adjourned.